Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Only 1 minute to go.
Excited.
Oh yes, and then we will be downloading the extended edition of the Battle of Five Armies.
I waited so long for this.
Hashtag one last time.
Yeah, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure that this is when it's released in the UK? Because I know it's different for like US and stuff like that.
No, it's worldwide digital release on the 20th of October. Worldwide.
So that will cover us.
And they've done it, they've released 5 of them like this, 2 extended, 3 theatricals, and it's always straight after midnight.
We're sorted.
Yeah, sorted. So at midnight, iTunes, it'll change from pre-order to buy.
Brilliant.
We'll get it, we'll watch it download for about 3 hours, and then we will watch it.
Brilliant.
Yeah?
Hey,
What?
got rid of the beard.
Oh yeah, well, you know, after all the grief I got last week, I thought people aren't ready for the beard, so maybe I'll go clean shaven. Ah, here we go, here we go. You ready? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? Still looks the same.
Refresh. Refresh.
Do it again.
Refresh. 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 Refresh.
Refresh.
Refresh. Refresh.
Soon.
Soon.
Refresh.
Why isn't it working?
They said it was the worldwide release.
Are we not part of this world?
Da-da-da-da-da.
Refresh.
Welcome to Strategy Battle Games tonight. GBHL YouTube video. Here we host GBHL Damian. Oh God, the pillow.
Cushion.
And
GBHL Tom.
hey! And we are here with episode 46 of we're here with episode 45 of
The Palantir.
Oh yes.
Oh, you would never have guessed.
Outstanding stuff. Outstanding stuff. How are you, Tom?
Fine.
I feel like we're on a slope. High
Production values.
Hey!
It's on the same wavelength. I hope I'm not on the same wavelength as you.
That's a bit too mean for
Yes.
me. Before we crash on with the Palantir worst ever episode, I would like to remind you that all the views and opinions we express over the next 3 minutes are only our own and do not represent the views of the GBHL podcast channel or the what's the other one?
Great British Hobbit League.
Great British Hobbit League group, or indeed any publishing house such as Random House Publications.
Topical again.
Thanks, potentially as a guess.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my bit.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to stop me drinking some tea so we can do the tea toast?
Yeah, tea toast, although we have problems on the tea toast
What?
as well. Yes. But tea toast,
Right.
which mug do you want, or should we do a four
we've got different mugs.
We could do a 4-way mug.
We've got some sort of 4-way Palantir mug. Now this doesn't account for every mug.
No,
but we've got some Palantir from Alistair, some Acthon 39
from some inverted England from the Danish lads, and from Warlord as well.
Yeah.
We've got the
Thank you very
American
much.
mug. So
It's a mug mega mix.
Yeah.
What were the problems?
Last time the tea toast was passed to Evan Woodruff in Canada from his Canadian pals Sam and Adam, and we don't have a pass
What?
at the time of writing
Evan?
of recording.
Evan. What do we do?
Evan knows. Hey.
Hey, it's good.
And it also works both
Well, the
ways.
first time you've actually told a funny joke on
Yeah.
here, is it? I think. Could be. Hold on.
You can count them on my one hand.
Yeah, well, you'd only need one finger, wouldn't you? You'd have one. So only one hand. See, for me, hundreds. Yeah, carry on, fix the tea toast.
Fix the tea toast. I'm just checking that we don't have a message. I don't think we do have a tea toast. It's
You're
gone.
checking for the last minute ever message.
It's gone. It's gone.
So, so do we pass it to someone now then?
I guess so.
Well, we've used up all our hosts.
We have used up all of our hosts.
We've used up all our American buddies.
We have used all of the American buddies. Channel buddies. This is a sad moment.
Has Warlord had it?
No.
We should have it. Give it to Warlord.
A superb idea.
Thanks. Give it to Lance.
I've got the right mug for it as well.
There we go. He's contributed a mug. There you go, sir.
Yes.
Lance O'Donnell? Is that it?
Just Warlord.
Right. It's a bit late.
Yeah.
It's Lance, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's Lance,
yeah. I just don't know on the surname, I think.
You know, Lance, thanks for the tea. The tea toast is yours. Pass it on. Some of your transatlantic buddies over there have had trouble.
But that means that we now have a stock next person for the tea toast as well when we don't have a...
Oh, what? So all the Danes are now hoping that you don't pass it on? Okay, fair enough.
By all the Danes, you mean 2 of them.
Because everyone cares about such things. Good. It's good tea this week.
Yeah.
Let that brew for a while, I say.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to crack on?
Probably for the best.
Okay, it's been very smooth so far. For those who wanted Billy's tea toast video, it is in the comments. The link to it is in the comments.
I think Jamie put
episode 44, not whatever number you thought it was.
Yeah, the last one. I think Jamie put a link up and Billy put the link in.
Yes.
So go and watch it.
Check it out.
Excellent. Very dangerous though, guys. So if you're a child, don't replicate that at home.
No. Or if you're just an imbecile like you, don't try it.
Too mean.
Resco Nesco had a nice comment on the tea toast. He said, "Eating my tea while drinking tea, watching others drink tea and talk about what they had for tea."
Ah, yeah.
Very good.
It's good. Strong.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good night.
Yeah. On to the news. And the news is we're not going to be talking about what we wanted to talk about tonight. And lots of that noise.
I like you've called it extended delay.
Yeah.
So it's a really long delay, which is what it is, as well as that's good. Yeah.
Make the comment review funny.
Obviously, something's got to be. What's going on here? So
I don't know. You're the one who's talked with Apple support, or whoever it is.
I've talked with. I thought you said talked with.
No.
I thought you were going down that I teach on Apple products, so I should.
Oh
be in charge of
no.
The extended
I don't
edition.
give you that much credit.
Thanks. The extended edition of the Battle of Five Armies has been delayed in the UK.
Well, I don't know if it's delayed or whether it was as intended, or did they actually specifically stay on their?
What? You're right. New Line did a press release and they said it's available on whatever it was, November 17th.
Yeah.
It's available digitally on October 20th.
Yeah.
And I went onto iTunes and had a look at it, and they didn't say available on October 20th. And I don't know if the European ones did, but they very much didn't. And obviously, you haven't heard any difference, so you assume it is. And indeed, on the 20th, as it ticked over into midnight, everyone in Europe could download it, mainland Europe. Everyone in America could download it, and we can't. And
just go to France on holiday, download it.
I think you can. It's a bit more effort than even I was willing to go to, but I think you can make a US account, buy a US voucher, then download it. I think, but then
I could log on to the Swiss system at work.
Do it now. But then I think you'll end up with it on a different account, which would be annoying.
I don't have that kind of account anyway.
Oh, iTunes.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Oh, I must do to get it on your phone because they make you do that stupid thing to put it on your phone. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, that's because it's technology. So yeah, and now I know. I think was it James? Who was the one who was talking to? Was it James Scullion? I think.
Yeah.
Who put the caption up, and I'd done one of the chats with them, and they said they seemed very confused. The Apple staff genuinely. Apparently, it's not down to Apple or iTunes. It's down to Warner Brothers to pick when it's distributed. And they said they didn't know. And James actually got the message saying it looks like it will be in November, which is really disappointing.
Yeah.
Well, it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the end of the world, but when we were ready to watch it tonight with Macklin, and we had to cancel it, and now we've got nothing to talk about.
Yeah. And Macklin's not here. Didn't want to see us.
No, yeah, it's almost like we messaged him saying don't come because there's nothing to watch. But we're taking it as a rude cancellation on his part.
Yeah.
But what we can talk about with it is that it's been received very positively. Because obviously a lot of the Americans saw it in the cinemas.
Yes, indeed.
And there was a lot of it. And I've tried to watch reviews I've tried to read reviews that look at how good it is without saying what's in it. Like, and there's a few of them, like spoiler-free reviews.
Devin sent a note saying, I'm not giving any spoilers, but it's damn good.
Yeah.
So...
And loads of stuff over Facebook have been saying it's really, really good, and they've had a lot of it. And some of them have already leaked on YouTube, so if you want to go and see it, you can see some of them, but I'm trying my best not to.
Yeah, I don't think you want to see it for the first time in grainy.
It sounds like, from reading some of it, it sounds like they've put in a lot of the bits that seemed...
Spoilers!
Weird. It's not too spoilery. This isn't spoilery. The bits that seemed badly cut or didn't make a lot of sense seem to now make sense, is what I've garnered. So we probably won't have it next week, or I don't know, the week after that.
Shame.
But yes, at some point it will come out and watch it, and I'm sure it will be glorious.
Yes. On the subject of the films and the extended edition, what you get with the extended edition is the commentary. Correct?
You do?
David Whittaker has said, have you guys thought about recording your own commentary tracks for the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings film? If not, you totes should anyway. That's not my language, that's his. You can talk...
Wait. Totes is not your language? No. I am shocked.
You can talk hobby all over that bad boy. Is that James talking? As well as injecting some pun-based humour, which is sorely missing from current versions of the trilogies. Although once you've done this, I'm done lending you my brilliant ideas.
Hey!
Very good.
Fun music. Fun music.
I like the effort you put in last week. Music.
I couldn't find it.
What?
I couldn't find the damn edit until after I'd exported it, and then because it said, if you think about it,
was a cut. We cut it.
Yeah, no, not that edit.
Oh.
The actual
music.
The actual thing is a relatively hard thing to build from scratch. Relatively, because it's like 8 different text layers and a piece of music and the background and all that. And I've got it saved, and I thought I deleted it because I deleted all the old Palantirs, but I didn't. I saved it there's a thing called stock footage.
So should we pause it?
Yep. But what will have actually happened is I will have put it on a little bit before that edit when we actually said pun music, and so now they will have seen the discussion, seen us pause it, and now we're back here again.
We're back.
It's incredible. It's basically Back to the Future, which it was. Yeah.
Topical segue.
Isn't it great here in the future? It wasn't a segue, it was a hoverboard.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh,
beat me to it. I needed my second funny. Second funny.
But commentary.
Well, no one's going to listen to you if you're like...
People do this. I've seen these things. Like, someone asked me to do one years ago for Jurassic Park. A few mates from, like...
Were they taking
my ex-students
to be like, can you leave us alone?
No, they wanted to do it. They said,
like...
they were doing it as they had, like, a comedy YouTube channel. And they did it for films. And you know a lot about this, come and do this film, essentially. And we could, but we haven't done that for the channel. Is that something people would want? It's quite good for listening to painting.
Yeah, take us ages.
It would take us ages. I don't know.
What kind of commentary would you say, though?
As
in models-related commentary, do you reckon?
Maybe. Tea?
Tea.
I don't know. It doesn't strike me as the worst idea in the world.
Bilbo gets a Fred over that.
You'd essentially just watch the film and record
just
what you say.
We're just going to pause now to put the kettle on.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's a crazy idea.
Crazy.
You get a few of you together and you talk about all your, memories of seeing it for the first time and scenes and basic bits of trivia that you all know, and it could be interesting.
It could be.
And it's a lot of stuff to listen to while you paint.
So you just record, we put the camera there and record it, but it'd just be audio.
It'd just be audio, and then you play the
You just
you
press
play the
with
movie
it
and play the commentary.
Could work.
Could work. Maybe we'll do it. Let's see.
So yeah, cheers for that, David. What did we talk about last week, Damian?
Battle Games of Middle Earth.
We did.
I know it.
Brilliant. Good work. Good work.
Thanks.
And we talked about all 91.
We did every issue we went through. I
we
remember.
went through all of them and went into.
That's an special extended edition, which you won't have seen yet because it's been delayed in the UK.
And before we crack on with what people said, our trivia questions were both based on it.
They were.
So, what was your trivia question, David?
My trivia question last week was which member of the production team of Battle Games of Middle Earth went on to have a senior position in White Dwarf?
Yeah.
That was a question.
Yeah.
Don't you normally read hilarious
Oh,
answers
yes.
before I do the answer?
Sorry, well, there were no hilarious answers. Lots of people went for people like the Perry brothers, Adam Troke, Matt Ward, but that is not correct.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
It was Mark Latham.
Yes.
Mark Latham, who went on to be the editor of White Dwarf.
Do we have... Oh, you've put them all away, haven't you, now?
Yes.
They're not out. So we can't show a picture of him in both.
No.
But take our word
That's the
for
sort
it.
of thing you need to prepare before we start filming, man. You can't just drop that.
It's your
on.
trivia question.
Do you have a picture of Mark Latham
It's your
in Battle
trivia
Games of Middle
question.
Earth and White Dwarf next to each other? No. Was I supposed to?
Read them all out of those pictures.
Yeah, I ate the last one with dinner.
I swap the picture in my wallet for Emma.
Yeah. I've got a photo of Emma lying around it.
So yeah, getting that correct were Big JM and Ray Jolson.
Hey, well done.
You have the chance to buy yourself a Frodo.
Yes, yeah.
You've won yourself the chance to buy yourself a Frodo.
Yes, you have.
I always get that
Congratulations.
wrong, but yes, there you go.
Oh, I need to make a disclaimer actually.
Do
if
you?
anyone's watching this, because this will be out before. I was watching my hobby vlog. I ran a mini competition in there, and I said to win a Freddo. Yeah, and I want to make it very clear that's obviously not the case. The competition is to win the chance to buy yourself a Freddo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm
very true.
I could be like 20, 30p down.
Yeah.
As it is, I'm currently no p
Plus
down because
postage.
no one's got it right yet.
Good.
Is it plus petrol?
No, plus. I did
Postage.
Postage.
Oh, it's a plus petrol. I'm driving to the
Right.
shop to get the Freddo. That's true, actually.
Yeah.
I have to walk around Sainsbury's.
Yeah. Anyway, there was someone made a funny comment which I've forgotten to write down.
Brilliant.
It was someone like Larry Miller, but I could be mistaking it because I'm going from memory here.
So it could be someone who's
Someone
not
said
like
it-
Larry Miller.
yeah. Someone who comments reasonably frequently. Could have been Billy. Could have. I think it was someone we knew.
Okay.
But anyway, they said Damian is the answer. They wiped your memory after leaving GW so you couldn't give away IP secrets.
No.
So you've forgotten that you were in both.
Maybe. I don't know.
But you have been in White Dwarf. Spelled.
Oh.
Yeah, your name was spelled. Remember, I was really excited and I messaged you saying you're in White Dwarf. Your name.
Oh, it's my name. Yeah, my name is. Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't put a mugshot in.
Spelt wrong,
Horrible
obviously.
with that beard.
Thanks. It's a different beard, you know.
Yeah, I know.
The other one got shaved off the day after the Palantir.
Wait.
That's the beard-related comments.
Yeah, but can we segue to beard now? Because
We'll save beard.
Okay, we'll save beard. We'll come back to beard later. My trivia question.
Have you? Yeah, we
From last
said
week.
the real answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. From last week, my question was, what was the first metal model to be released in the Battle Games of Middle Earth series? Lots of you went for Lurtz and lots of you went for Gandalf, both of which are wrong.
Crazy answer.
The correct answer is
Frodder.
Mr. Frodo. And the winners are, well, people have got it right, Resco Nesco, Michael Bojan, Dave Egan, Steve Crow, Dave McSherritt, Andreas the Norwegian Viking, who said, "Give me my Frodo."
Get it yourself.
David Whittaker and Larry Miller. And getting a double Frodo.
No, a double.
2 double Frodos. It's Big JM and Ray Johnson.
2 double Frodo.
The only people to get your question right.
Oh.
And they both got double Frodos. It was a strong week. But there's also there was a bonus piece. A bonus piece to my question that I didn't really ask for. But Frodo was released with one other item and they've specified the item as well.
I know what that is.
Go on.
It's a small pot of red paint.
It is a small pot of red paint. And Larry Miller and David Whittaker, you should also get the bonus Freddo for that.
Did you say there was a bonus Freddo?
No, but
you're giving one?
Yeah.
So, but they didn't get the double?
No, it's
There's
just...
4 people getting a double?
No. Right, so the double Freddos get 3, right? Cause
of course, they got both
questions and the extra one, whereas Larry and
David
can get 2,
and
then everyone else gets 1.
That's a lot of Freddos going on.
That's a lot of Freddos.
Yeah. You might want to go quick.
Yeah, or buy
There'll be a
shares
rush.
in Freddos.
Yeah, everyone should buy shares now quick. As long as you're watching this Friday morning. If it's up on Friday morning. Oh my god, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, you've got to edit this. Oh, so sad. So sad.
That's not got a hope. It hasn't got a hope of being up tomorrow. Oh, happy Saturday, everyone.
This is going up Friday at 11:59. On that note, just before we move on, because that is a segue. What said it's Friday GBHL YouTube night! Exclamation! 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 Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. But
yes.
you might not get Friday night.
Might
now.
be Saturday.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Wow.
Wow. It's because we have to leave it this late. We're recording this on Thursday because we were going to watch the extended edition.
Yes. And we needed a day that me, you, and Mako could do.
That worked out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, back to the trivia. Trivia for this week.
Is there a comments bit about what we talked about last week?
Yes.
All right, good.
I'm coming back to that. I just segued into the trivia and then we'll segue out.
Seamless.
Yeah. Would you like to ask your question?
I would indeed like to ask my question. And my question this week is a simple one. And it is, how many Chronicles books by Weta have been released at the time of recording for The Hobbit? The Hobbit Chronicles.
It's the day before yesterday today.
Yeah. How many have been released
at the time of
recording? If you're watching this on catch up or demand, this competition may have closed. Please do not enter, for you still may be charged. That's my question.
Very good. My question. I can't reach. Reach. Don't you let go?
Don't you let go!
Is that Ian McKellen doing Sam doing?
No, that's yours.
Alright, okay. My question is related to this book here.
Kind of topical. We've been inspired by Jamie and Billy.
Yes, we have. It is the Hobbit strategy battle game, little journey book, I guess, whatever you call it. But in here, there are some scenarios that you can play to pick up the game, and it's for new beginners. And my question is, how many scenarios are there?
And the reason it's topical is because Jamie and Billy are currently playing their way through on
indeed.
the GBHL YouTube channel.
Indeed.
Episode 2 came out this week,
Yes.
and they are learning as they play through that these scenarios are deeply, deeply, deeply balanced.
And we couldn't resist showing you the full page version.
How many pages is the book?
Feely.
It's 32.
Yeah.
How much content you got? 31 pages. Chuck Feely in it.
Yeah, full page.
Full page Feely.
Look at that gradient, Damien. Don't you love that?
The gradient's horrendous.
Oh.
Like, having a gradient going over a page like that is obscene. There's no need for it.
What did you say? You'd fail
I
a
fail a
student.
student for that. It's stupid. Like, you do that to actually have a transition. You can do it over a spread, fair enough, but the picture should be halfway there. You don't have a gradient going over a
You wouldn't see that in
page.
SVG, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Segue back to the magazines.
Whoa,
Done
boom!
it.
Smashed it.
Told you I'd get that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Battle Games in Middle Earth. That was the trivia section.
Section.
We talked about Battle Games in Middle Earth.
You didn't say your question, right?
Yes.
Right.
We said both questions.
Alright.
And we said that people should go and get it. And somebody's gone and got it. All of it.
Battle Games Middle. Oh, yeah. Mark Bebbe.
Mark Bebby.
Mark Bebbe posted on the Facebook group, got all 91 plus the 3
Mark
special
Bebbe.
editions. But that's a Mark Bebbe cup.
Yeah.
Why are you taking my tea?
I don't know, you were passing it to
cheersing
me.
you. Wait.
It's like,
Who does that?
I thought you were doing it so you could show that.
No. Freak. Yeah, he went and got them all. Yeah. Well done, Mark. Hope you like him. I'm sure you will. Yeah, he's got all. Oh, he seems very happy.
Plus the 3
That's 3 specials. And
Good
someone's
work.
started posting pictures of vultures underneath. That must make sense.
Vultures.
I don't know what that's about.
Oh, the Jungle Book one.
They're not. They're not Jungle Book vultures.
Go and have a look.
They're not Jungle Book vultures. Jungle Book vultures look like the Beatles.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, more than that. You're correct.
Silly. Anywho. Yeah, so well done, Mark.
Yes. Then some other people made some comments. Mid Sussex Wargamer Sam, also known as Sam Page,
What a guy, I love him.
said he had it on subscription but was only allowed the magazine after he'd done all his homework.
Oh, that makes him depressingly young.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
And he says, somewhere in my room there's a box of failed scenery projects. But good on you for trying them. David Whittaker said he was a dang fool. Again, all my own words. Dang fool. Dang fool, and had all the issues and just shook them all away when he was having to clear up, when he was on hobby hiatus.
No good. I had a bit of one of them when I got out of the hobby.
But you weren't an idiot and chucked all your stuff away, right?
No, I sold a lot of it. And then
What did you sell?
I've sold some Lord of the Rings stuff. I sold a load of fantasy stuff off for kind of the prices that it cost, which got me a lot of cash at the time, but without really realising, of course, how much all that stuff had shot up in value because it was out of production. I just sold a load of stuff and that I now kind of wish
You hadn't.
I hadn't. You know the story about my Warmaster eBay army? My undead army for Warmaster?
Yeah.
I had that on eBay. It was
Yeah.
on eBay for like a month at a buy it now price and no one bought it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went, oh, actually, I want to keep this. And then that's when I started repainting some of the Warmaster
Oh, really?
stuff. Yeah, that's how I got back into Warmaster.
Because no one bought it.
Yeah, it could have been gone. And I'm really glad I didn't now. And I've now got this kind of thing that I don't...
Want to sell stuff now?
Yeah, I don't think I'll sell anything that I'm at all emotionally invested in. Yeah.
Good. Dave Egan, he made a very nice comment and says they were what SBG is now, a magazine devoted entirely to the hobby and the game that we all love.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's very nice of you to say. We did say that was our inspiration.
Yes. Shadow and Flame said that he loved the Meduseld minigame and that was the entire reason that he made the Theoden.
Oh, the withered
hunched,
Theoden on chair.
Yeah,
Oh, that looks awesome.
The Possessed by Saruman one. I don't know if we have a picture and you're probably going to tell me off if I say a picture. Just Google it, people, because Damian will...
I've got to edit this by tomorrow. More so than ever. No picture for you.
Dave's watching. Dave, could you put a link in and then people might be able to see it?
It's a picture of a really kind of withered husk of a man sitting on a chair. Just sit there and smile, will you? It's like that. Yeah. I'll get in there before you. Yeah, just like that. He's got the slow...
He has the stubbly beard though, doesn't he?
He's got the slow breathe out of a failed geologist. I noticed in your article, this is issue 3 spoilers. There's a line about, have you been living under a very interesting rock?
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
Yeah, you're giving it all away now.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Rock-based jokes.
There you go, a bit of a SPG exclusive there. You can read about that in a few months. Rock-based humour in issue 3. It's got excited,
people should know me enough by now for me to get that in.
Good.
Maybe I'll have to put that in my blurb, like FYI, he's a geologist.
He's an idiot.
That too. Anyway, so yes, that's why he made the Mindless Theoden, as he calls it. And he also said that he made quite a few fountain courtyards as well at the time.
Fountain courtyard?
Yeah, as in the white tree in the...
Oh, I thought you were pronouncing the true type wrong.
No.
What's that? It's a fountain courtyard? Or what?
That's how far they move. Fountain court, yeah.
This is either a very funny or a very, very annoying episode.
I'm going to go with the latter.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, I think that must have been... I can't remember the issue with that one, but they must have done the white...
what number issue?
Yeah.
No, of course not. 54.
Okay, yeah, look in 54, you'll find the
Don't look in 54.
If that is right, that is a... well, it's a 1 in 91, but...
It's not in 1 or 91, so it's a 1 in 89.
Okay. Anyway, We also had David Smith, who says he loved the magazine, was guilty of buying multiple copies to get more than one model.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's...
That's what business is.
He says he thinks the best value model for today's market is... He's gone for the Royal Guard Standard Bearer, so that's essentially a mounted Royal Guard.
Yeah, that's not the best value model, is it?
I have some other options. I have advances on
But that is just the one that everyone...
It's the
It's
one
not
that
a
you
different model, is it? It's the one that everyone's got a lot of, right?
Well, you've got a lot of it.
Yeah.
But people can theoretically sell it for what... just below what a normal Royal Guard goes for, which is £8.20, so it's worth a reasonable amount.
I see.
So...
Yeah.
It's not... I don't think it's rare, but he said best value model, he didn't say
Right,
rare.
okay. Yeah.
Ray Jolson has said the rarest model is potentially the conversion sprue, which I guess isn't technically one model, but it's
People
a good
want
shout.
that a lot, though, yeah?
I,
That's a good shout.
yeah, I managed to pick it up a few years ago.
It's not very heavy. Hero moment for Tom.
Caller on the phone, man.
I believe. Ah! Can't hold the phone as well. This is a shambles.
It's an absolute shambles. And then Andreas Norwegian Bacon has said Farmer Maggot and his dogs.
Yeah, that might be a good
That's
shout.
a good shout.
Is that still available from GW?
I think in Finecast,
In Finecast.
but the metal version.
Yeah.
Who...
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, thank you everyone for the comments. Other people wrote nice comments about the magazines. Those are just some ones that I picked. Then last week we also talked about our profiles
Oh, yeah.
that I think Michael Beaujean had created for us. Very good profiles.
Our mega profiles.
Our mega profiles.
Yeah.
And Dave McShure says, it's all very well and good having these profiles for our GBHL hosts, but what will we do without models to represent them? Now, I don't think he's going for the sliding scale here. But he is saying, what do we think, guys? I guess to everyone here. So he's doing our job for us. Comment below, guys. What models could we use as a base to convert into our GBHL hosts?
That's a good question.
It is a good question.
What models?
Let's see. You could be the withered Theoden.
Surely you've missed a
Goblin King.
There it is.
Goblin
Yeah.
King.
I was going to say
Goblin
you're
King.
missing that, aren't you? Yeah. That's that
Goblin
going
King.
on. Assuming you're not Grinner and I'm not a Goblin King.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, no prep.
Yeah, no prep.
Who's really, really handsome? There's not a lot of kind of short-haired people. That's the problem. Jamie's probably the best bet.
Yeah,
You
Jamie.
probably want one for Jamie because he's got the kind of mop of hair. Maybe a hobbit. There could be a hobbit model.
Yeah. Corsair Bosun, captain with the crossbow
Oh,
for
that's pretty,
Jamie.
yeah, that's not bad. Little beardy action.
Yeah.
But the rest of us are all. The other three of us are all
But if you've got
relatively similar.
ones with a helmet on, you could get away with.
Yeah.
So then it would just be on pose.
You could be Eowyn then.
Alright. I could be Saruman with the staff.
Yeah, I mean the staff.
Yeah, the staff.
It's
goes.
just the staff,
It's just
though,
the
isn't it? After that.
And the Palantir.
Yeah. Tario, maybe?
You could be Thrain the Broker.
Thrain the Broker, yeah. Crazy old dwarf helmet. Oh, spoilers. You could be a bat swarm.
Brilliant.
I don't know. It's a good question though.
Yeah.
Looking at my models. Alfred's.
Yeah, I was thinking
relatively-
Alfred, but then I didn't want to be.
Alfred.
Yeah.
He's got a tash there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's for you then. Try and find
It would be a...
what could represent us for some reason in models. Unreleased miniatures, get on it.
Yeah.
There you go. Get them sculpted.
Yeah.
I didn't
Imagine
think
if you had a model of you. How
I was
awesome would
thinking of
that
some
be?
sort of joke. Like I haven't talked to you about this, and I'm almost saying we won't do it. But you know, after that whole Hunter Harrison scenario
Yeah.
of having at 7
Harrison.
stones, maybe next year, which is happening.
Yeah.
By the way, that's news.
Yeah.
Like if an objective was a GBHL host, and I don't know if we got like 4 converted
That would be
that could then be
so
multiplied
cool.
over, you know, like 4 of each or something, and they could be
That'd
prizes or
so
something.
cool.
But I don't know. Well,
Well, it'd be very cool for us.
Or a just deeply, deeply narcissistic idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be fun. Who knows? But yeah, we're doing our tournament. It's
Yes.
happening. We have a date.
Yeah, we've not talked about other tournaments yet, but it's the same as it was last week and the week before. So, but go to East Grinstead that sold out this weekend.
Absolutely.
Go to, is Cardiff the one after that, or am I missing one out before that? Go to Cardiff to the team event if that's
I
still
think it's still
happening,
happening at the moment, isn't it?
and go to Stirling because the Scots are awesome.
They're all awesome. Particularly the Cardiff one. Make sure you go and
Yes.
try and support that.
Yeah, if you're interested about the venue, there is a Mid Sussex Wargamers video
Mhm.
talking through that, and the venue looks amazing.
It does.
Very good. What are we talking about? Oh, a tournament.
Yeah.
We have a date.
Is it
It
the
will be the
28th?
second bank holiday in May.
Second bank holiday in May. Full details of it will be up probably, I don't know, January, February time
Yeah,
or something.
I'm just in the minute going through the process of trying to fit 20 tournaments in a year and trying to make everyone happy, which isn't particularly easy. So trying, and at the moment the one that's really confirmed is Ripon, and then James's dates are pretty settled given that he's talking to people internationally. So if you're talking to James about dates because you're wanting to fly over, you can trust his dates. But the full schedule will be released once we kind of have it.
But the largest doubles tournament in the independent calendar will be returning on the second bank holiday of May.
You dressed that up nicely though.
Yeah. Good. It's the premier doubles event, and we will be making it as fun as we did last year, and hopefully more fun.
And hopefully with cake,
Yeah, cake, raffle,
as long as Lily agrees to do it.
madness. But yeah, put it in your diaries because we want to get as many. We need the teams again.
Indeed, and the prizes will be as good if not better.
They're better.
And did you order those?
No.
Okay.
Prizes will be better if they're still in stock.
Yeah. Do you want to order them?
It's alright, they only had 7 left, and then they said that they were really, really, really busy. I don't see what could happen. Yeah, I'll order those.
Okay. Tell me how much I need to transfer to you.
£5 billion.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Ticket prices will be £1
£6
billion.
It's a risky strategy.
Yeah.
We're pricing high in the hope that all we need is one ticket.
Yeah. Just
All we need is one person to sign up.
Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, going back to the beard, Resco Nesco said, Damian, we all know your beard is grown just so you look less like Andy Murray.
It's true. It's entirely true.
Yeah. Larry Miller said, love the beard, Damian.
Thanks,
Said,
Larry.
not the beard, love the beard. There you go.
Why is it instead of not the beard?
I don't know.
Why can't it just be love the beard?
Okay. And he says, I've never known anyone switch between stubble and clean shaven as often as you.
Thanks. It's happened again.
Yeah.
It hasn't really happened for you guys, but if we
Yeah.
would have recorded this on Tuesday, this is this week.
Mm-hmm.
This is a week.
Yeah, because it's a
on
long
Friday.
time actually since we last filmed. Because
Yeah.
we filmed
We filmed
Monday,
didn't we?
and now it's
That's Thursday.
So a lot of days.
10 days.
Yeah. Billy enjoyed the Goblin King and Tifa's appearance, and that's why they're back again.
Yeah, you did.
And Kevin Demansky asked when we'll next be seeing GBHL Emma in the sketch.
Don't
But it has been a while.
She was in it a couple of weeks ago, wasn't she? There was a big
Yes.
glorious return.
There was a glorious return.
Yeah, maybe soon. Who knows? Assuming it goes to plan, you'll certainly see her in episode 50.
Yes. 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 And Acton 39 was very pleased that we said there's no such thing as a long video, so we'll say it again.
There's no such thing as a long video.
No. Apparently that's taken us 26 episodes to say again.
Really?
Last time round, yeah. Prior to
These
that,
are interesting.
we hadn't said
Exact
it for 26 episodes when it used to be a kind of catchphrase, but then Ian Marley stopped bothering to comment, so we didn't bother
Didn't he?
saying it, so yeah.
Mr. Sporting, Mr.
Yeah.
Theme,
Yeah.
Mr. Raffle. Well, who is that guy? What's he doing?
He's a lovely, lovely man.
He's got time to, present kids' TV shows. Ain't got time to comment on ours. Two-way process tumble.
Yeah. Sean Hunt, sort him out. Anyway, yes, thank you for that, Acton. Lovely stat. And if you're interested in those kind of stats, tune into episode 50.
And if you're not, don't.
That episode is not going to be for you. And Larry Miller also had a comment about something we talked about 2 weeks ago. When we were talking about, you've not a clue.
No, I didn't.
Not a clue. When we were talking about rules that are played potentially incorrectly on the team, he was talking about when people roll their stand pass and rolling for all the heroes first, and then so that was another one.
It's true. It's good.
Yeah, I pick people up on it though. I say no, you have to do it this way.
Because it's that kind of, and it's not just stand
Because it
fast.
makes decisions.
People do it for warriors. Him, him,
Yeah.
him,
Yeah, but you
him,
should move
him, and then move them. But
Yeah.
and that again, that's fairly huge.
Yeah, well, it depends. I'll let people roll for if it's not going to have an impact in terms of it doesn't matter, but sometimes it would matter because that's the difference between doing stuff. So yeah, anyway, interesting. Thank you, Larry. We won't dwell on it too much though because we have stuff to talk about this week. Should have commented the week before when we asked for those comments.
I think he heard you.
Okay. Anyway, on to our topics for this week, and we have one extended related topic. Well, ish. Kevin Damansky asked if there was any scenes that we'd like to add into the trilogy, so I guess our own extended, but just one scene, to Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, to make the story flow better or whatever. So his example was he would really like in Lord of the Rings for a scene about Aragorn's mother bringing him safely to Rivendell.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be from the books. We can make it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then from The Hobbit, he said he'd love it if they added a part with Thranduil speaking to Bilbo, saying how noble he is for giving them the Ark and stuff.
I said that.
Yes, I know.
I agree with that.
He's also said that.
Yeah, no, that's good. That.
So those are his two. So now he's asking what an hour to.
You have more right to wear that than many who would look more comely in it.
Yeah.
It's a great line.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, putting on the spot. Any from either film for you, other than that one that's just been said?
Mine, assuming these things aren't in the extended, which I think based on trailers and stuff, I think they're fairly safe that they're not.
Yeah.
I would like what seems to have been the Beorn storyline at some point in Dol Guldur.
Yeah.
From having the Lego set with Beorn there,
Yeah.
you had him talking about filming a torture scene.
Yeah.
And the shots of him in some sort of torture. In the Chronicles book, one of the many, they talk about Radagast and Gandalf rescuing him.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have loved that's how you bring him more into the story, that whenever maybe Gandalf goes to Dol Guldur, Beorn's imprisoned there because he's been captured by the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Gandalf saves him, he's there in the big ruckus.
Yeah.
They go back to Rosgobel.
Uh-huh.
And that's when the three of them basically go and find the eagles.
Yeah.
And then you get Beorn more into the story, and the Dol Guldur scene, which I think's incredibly cool, gets a bit better.
Yeah.
I'd really like that. And it was it
There's more
irks
of
me
Beorn
because it
as well.
clearly was there at some point.
Yeah.
Whether it was filmed, some of it was filmed, but there's actually that shot of Gandalf and Radagast at Rosgobel.
Mm-hmm.
In one of the production diaries, they're filming that, and Beorn's in the background.
Really?
You see him as if he was there.
Really?
Yeah. At some point.
Such a shame.
Yeah, it is. And that would have had a bit more Beorn in there, which would have fitted in nicely.
Yeah.
Without it doesn't feel like cramming him into a new scene or anything.
Yeah.
That would have been mine, I think,
Yeah,
or at least the first one that springs to
That's
mind
a
for
good
Hobbit.
shout.
Thanks, babe.
I'm trying to think of one that would
Okay.
be equally good. Do you have a Lord of the
You
Rings
will
one?
never succeed. A Lord of the Rings one. I would like to see the scene that they did with the goblins chasing them out of Moria
Ah, yeah.
and the elves attacking them.
That would have been cool because they clearly filmed that. That's what the picture on the front of the book is.
Now I know this is a lot of those are more kind of
Mm.
deleted scenes rather than me creating them myself.
Yeah, no, but that would have been cool to see. Yeah.
Great,
Now I'm gonna
great
have to try
content.
to think of something.
There's a lot in The Hobbit that have kind of frustrated me when they had what seemed like really awesome ideas that haven't made it. And again, I'm guessing at which ones aren't in there.
The one we want to see was that Smaug. That
In the
Smaug
Palantir.
at the Battle of the Five Armies.
Gandalf,
Just a vision of it would have been amazing.
at some point Gandalf was going to have a vision, possibly looking in the Palantir.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Because that's another one. I don't know if it's in the extended, but I haven't heard any buzz about it. That statue was a Palantir. You know it, I know it.
Yeah.
At some point, that was meant to be a Palantir.
Yeah.
And I think that was then how I'm sure it said in the Chronicles book, one of so many, that's when how he saw Smaug. Gandalf looked into a Palantir and he saw a vision of Smaug leading the army at the Battle of Five Armies. And that would have been cool, and it would have been so cool but I don't know, maybe it isn't extended, but I don't think it is.
Yeah.
And then Saruman gets that Palantir. And that's a nice teaser for Fellowship.
It is indeed.
That you don't notice see him go evil, spoilers, but you just see him get that and go, oh.
What specifically? Oh.
Like rub it. You know, like when you get lint in the little rollerball on your mouse, and you have to rub it on your knee. That sort of thing, but with a Palantir. That'd be good.
Yeah.
The dwarfs going through Dale on the way to Battle of Five Armies. That was meant to be in there. At some point.
I don't know if that's helping us with any storyline anywhere, but yeah.
Oh, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're cool bits.
Yeah, what did we say there might be a prologue of? The dwarves, the 13 dwarves with Dane.
That's a good show.
Whatever it was, all the leaders.
It wasn't the 13 dwarves,
yeah, all the
Thorin
leaders.
going to the
dwarf
leaders.
council, whatever you call it.
Yeah, that would
have been cool.
I think
that was
it
my
your
idea for the prologue.
For the prologue of the Battle of Five Armies, and it was a brilliant idea that you would flash back to
Thorin going to the meeting
that they talk about in Unexpected Journey.
Yeah.
And suddenly it brings Dane in.
Yeah.
It resituates it. It talks about the Arkenstone, the importance of it. It's outstanding.
It would have been perfect.
It's really, really good.
Sign me up, Peter.
And I want all the endings.
Yeah.
Which may or may not be in the extended version.
All the endings.
Yeah. The proper endings for all of them.
Yeah.
We'll see like something about Dale.
Alfred.
Yeah, Alfred. Who was it that's saying they want to see Alfred go off and meet all the other characters?
Yeah, so you can have him in any army.
I'd like a bit more closure for Thranduil and Tariel.
Yeah, you've said this, yeah.
Because they in the book they go back with Bilbo, don't they, to Mirkwood, and you get a bit more. You know, I'm not. As we said, he gets nicer, mean man.
Yeah. You could maybe say that if you're an Eowyn or Faramir fan. More Eomer Faramir at the end of the Return of the King.
Except what actually happens was Eowyn spends two films going, I love you, Aragorn, and then he gets married to someone else and she goes, hey. Which isn't hugely different to the book.
No.
It's just that scene of Sunday, she just kind of goes, now we could be together. You imagine that Aragorn gives Faramir hell for the rest of their lives. Yeah, mate. She could have been mine. She could have been mine, mate. It's my cast off. Didn't want it. Did not want it. There's only so much you can do with that storytelling. I always wonder if in the films they would have been. I think they had to put it in to keep the fans happy.
Yeah.
But it's so
weird.
It's so weird. It's better in the extended because you have the little when he goes he has that line. He has the line that sounds nice, but it's actually deeply patronising. Where she's standing there and she goes something like. I can't remember what she said. She said like, my heart feels a terrifying tremor, and he goes, it's just the wind. He says it's just the morning chill. Yeah. I was like, and it's just like, he goes, shut up, love. It's just the weather. It's something like that. I can't remember the lines.
Yeah.
But and then she goes, I love you.
Yeah.
He goes, I love you too.
Very good. Almost as good as the Keely Tariel.
I would love to see. Even though it couldn't be in there now, Bolg at Dol Guldur. Bolg.
Yeah.
Which was filmed. Gandalf with the prosthetic Bolg. Yeah. And I'd love to see at least it must have been developed in some way, barrel sequence with Azog. When he jumps up onto the wall. It's basically, for me, with the Hobbit...
Seeing all the deleted stuff.
Yeah, it's all the stuff that still didn't get, for one reason or another, got changed. I still like the films, I think they did a fantastic job, but there's so much other stuff that they clearly had at some point. I'd like to see those bits.
Yeah.
Anything yet?
Anything what?
Beyond
I've kind of said a few things.
Oh, you got the council thing.
Yeah. On the Lord of the Rings, specifically, I don't know.
I'd like to have Legolas CGI'd in more to do more stuff, so he's as good as in The Hobbit. You know, maybe at the Council of Elrond he could like backflip his way into it.
Alright. Don't know. I don't know if there's that much missing from Lord of the Rings.
Scarab of the Shire.
Yeah,
That could be fun.
but I don't think that's one scene though that you can add in. It's a multiple.
It's a little mini movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, yours.
Yeah. Good. And then finally, we wanted to talk about what Damian alluded to very long time ago.
By mentioning a publishing company.
Yeah.
Yes. Tabletop Gaming Magazine.
It's a magazine.
It is a magazine.
Mag review.
Mag review. This is a very exciting magazine. This is issue 2. Issue 1 came out slightly before this one.
Yeah.
And
classic issue 1.
classic numbering technique. And it's really, really good. And some of you may have heard of it. Some of you may not. But it is,
as it says on the front cover,
a magazine aimed at war games and board games, which is very, very cool.
Specifically strategy board games.
Yeah. You won't get much Ludo in here.
No.
But and issue 2 of this, I missed issue 1. I tried to find it, and
you could like eBay it.
You probably could eBay it, yeah. And it sold out. But I got issue 2 today, and I've been flicking through it, and it's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely amazing. And this one is also sold out. But issue 3 is
probably
due out
somewhere in some Smiths
they're,
or whatever.
they're sold out of it, the company that make it, but I'm sure there's some copies. And we thought it might be worth bringing it to your attention because we all know what we all think about White Dwarf at the moment. Mm-hmm. And I thought this was going to be more board games, like strategy board games, but there's actually a lot of war game stuff in it. So in this issue, there's a thing about Dungeon Saga, a thing about Frostgrave, a thing about the...
that's the one that Steve keeps banging on about.
Yeah, it looks good. The Wizards in the Frozen City.
There's Guild Ball stuff in there.
There's Guild Ball stuff, there's a Guild Ball painting guide. There's a big thing about, there's a battle report from Beyond the Gates of Antares, which is Rick Priestley's new one, from Warlord Games. There's some stuff about Batman's miniatures game. And then they're all big features, and then there's also previews of things like Ghostbusters, Thunderbirds. These are all kind of strategy games.
And issue 3 is going to be Star Wars related for obvious reasons because it's coming out in December.
And they've got reviews. They've got an interesting review of Age of Sigmar, which I noticed. Thomas, I find it. Those boards look familiar to you?
Oh yeah, I saw that. It looks like your boards. Do you want to show them now?
No, that's not what I was after.
Oh.
Those are the hallowed boards of Slayer Gaming.
Are they?
Photos of that are from Dan Bird.
Oh really?
Yeah, he gets a credit in there. So they do a little
look at it closely.
review of Age of Sigmar, where they kind of say that ultimately it's interesting because they're giving it a legitimate go, and they sort of say that it's fun, it's an entertaining skirmish game to pick up and play, but the lack of points is baffling, and if you're used to Warhammer, it won't fill the gap. Yeah. Because there's a great stat in there that says you'll spend more time putting the models together than reading the rules.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But I think we talked about it before, but it just makes it so hard to set up a game if you don't have. Even if they were just in the region of points, like they didn't even bother with trying to make it fixed. It's just a quick way to get.
There's a review of the ruins of Daldor, which is the new Fallen Realm, Fabled Realm stuff from Foreground, which is the same range as the buildings that I've got and that Jay's got, but there's this kind of ruined castle thing they're doing. But it gets a good write up.
Yeah. There was something else that I was going to say. Oh,
there's a lot to read. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it's packed full of text. They're not. If you look here, they've got nice pictures, but then there is a lot to read.
There's also, if you got that ruined carnival thing, there's a Batman miniatures table set in a abandoned theme park that looks absolutely awesome.
It does indeed. There you go.
I think potentially the only negative thing I found about this is that it makes you want to buy everything.
Everything, yeah.
But there's nothing. I haven't come across anything like it. I always pick up War Games Illustrated whenever I'm in Smiths, and I rarely buy it because it's very, very historical, and it doesn't particularly interest me. Whereas I don't play the vast majority of games in here, but the content really interested me.
How much Lord of the Rings and Hobbit is in here?
No. But there's links to Games Workshop. You know, they're not.
Yeah.
It's interesting. They do a thing about, you know, Age of Sigmar. They talk about Blood Bowl, and they talk about Mordheim and stuff in there. But it's just one of.
Yeah.
It's like a manufacturer. Whereas Wargames Illustrated kind of ignores Games Workshop, and White Dwarf obviously exclusively deals with it.
Yeah.
But it's really cool, and it's presented in really good style. There's like
nicely.
top 10, what are they called? The conceit games, that thing that I was talking about in my review.
Oh, yeah.
Hidden identity games. So that Resistance game I was talking about that we played in...
That is number 1.
Mansfield is actually number 1 in that.
But I actually prefer the Avalon version, which is the Merlin version. It has slightly more complex rules. They both have the same. For beginners, the Resistance is much better. And then Coop is number 3. Or Coop, as Damian called it.
Co-op, as
Co-op.
the Scottish guys I think we're calling it.
That is really good. And then if you're wanting a much more complicated version and you like the series Battlestar Galactica, that is also there, and that is also pretty good. Though it does drag a little bit.
You play a lot of board games, don't you?
Yes. Could do with it being having a quicker end game. But yeah, it has lots of cool articles. Top 10s are great ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's well worth picking up, and it's quarterly, I think. I assume it's named in the same way we've named ours with you know, the season. So I assume they're doing it quarterly.
A problem, right?
Yeah, it does become a problem. We found this. If you're winter, is that winter 2015? Winter goes from December to February. Is that winter 2015 or 2016? Help us.
Just don't release anything in December. That solves that problem.
But there's an awful lot in there to read, and I've started working my way through the articles, and I'm genuinely like, I should try that.
Yeah.
There's a review of the new Boss Monster game, which we played. A bunch of us played. I played that with Jamie and was it James Long? I think possibly. I was playing with at last Slayer Gaming Tournament. There's a new version of that out, which gets a very good write up.
Tons of games.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's just lots of.
It's too much to read in one go. You could.
Oh yeah, definitely. I imagine it's the sort of thing where they actually probably, I don't know, but they might struggle kind of, you know, because they Foreground have in those 3 months they've released a ton of kits, and so they get to pick one and do a little review of it. But it all looks really cool, and it might kind of introduce you to some. Yeah. There's a Ghostbusters game. That's cool. Might introduce you to some games that you hadn't seen before. And it all looks nice, and it's got gorgeously painted models and great looking tables. And yeah, it's it might not be about Lord of the Rings or about kind of Games Workshop stuff, but there's a lot of us that are into other game systems, and I think it'll be really interesting.
Very interesting that they advertise another magazine in their magazine.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're all doing the
same
crossbreeding.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.
Well, I think it's cool, and it's well worth trying to pick up.
And they also have a best of British type article.
Was that the British Games?
Yeah. Which is cool.
So yeah, check it out. It's £5.25. You can subscribe.
But I think quarterly, that's not too much to ask for.
No, yeah. I thought it was very reasonable. And
I mean, there's a lot of reading in here.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some cool games like Colt Express, board game ones, which are good fun to play. I
think whenever I go to a game store, something like Element Games or the one that was up in Stirling, it's a bit overwhelming because you just see all the boxes, you don't really know what you're looking for. So having something like that
it helps with that.
Kind of does review these things and sort of explain them and highlight them. I'd be definitely up for picking up a few more board games.
Nice magazine, good quality. Yeah.
So the new one's out soon. The third one's out soon. Is it winter? Is that what they're called for?
I think it's December. December the 3rd is when it's available. I don't think it tells you what it's called, but it's essentially going to be Star Wars focused, and they're going to have. If you don't know who that is, you're in trouble. And it's going to have an interview with Fantasy Flight Games.
Cool.
Do a lot of.
I like that.
The Star Wars based games, including the X-Wing.
They've got a tabletop time machine, and I haven't read that, but the game they look at is Dragonlance from 1988. Have you ever read a Dragonlance book? They were the they're like a series of fantasy books.
I was too busy not being alive yet.
I think they still were. I don't think they burnt them the year you were born. The Dragonlance books were were like a fantasy series, like you know, that was like a Song of Ice and Fire, but a long series.
Enid Blyton was around and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's all the same joke.
Okay.
But like a long series of different stories. So they had like the War of, there was a trilogy about the twins, the War of the Twins, the Time of the Twins, and the Test of the Twins, which I'm pretty sure was essentially ripping off the Tyrion and Teclis story, or the other way around. Thinking about it, I don't know. But it was a long series of fantasy books, and I used to have loads when I was a kid, and that kind of I'd forgotten about it as a thing.
But no.
And then I saw that one. Oh, Dragonlance, yeah.
Cool.
But they were very kind of hero questy, kind of, you know, a band of warriors going off.
Advert for Firestorm Games in Cardiff.
They've had one of those on this video.
Yeah. We've already done that. Where else have they got?
Other game stores as well.
Other gaming stores are available. Can't find Slayer.
Is this meant to look? Look at that.
That.
The name of that company. Sixes to Hit.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is. Do you think?
Yeah, Sixes to Hit.
Yeah, but do you think that's...
What?
What does it look like? I'll leave this up to your
Oh, I get you. I get you.
I don't know if this is an intentional pun.
It's a family show.
Yeah, this is in a family magazine. Just have a look at that and see if if you think they know what they're doing there. Because if they don't, we should ring them.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they had to do the little s.
Yeah, maybe. But even the two's got the shape.
Yeah. Oh no, but look at their store sign. Shine.
Door shine. Let's be careful
Door
not
shine.
to say it because it's about to tumble out, isn't it?
That's much better, right?
Yeah, the store sign's
The
much
store
better.
sign doesn't look like that. It's the magazine.
And there's also a painting guide for Guild Ball.
Yeah.
Painting the Union.
So
which Jamie hates. They're totally broken.
yeah, and if it was James was doing these, wasn't he? So if you want to see these painted well, go in the magazine.
Hey! Boom!
Boom. James's were really good, to be fair to him.
So yeah, I would heartily recommend getting this, and just giving it a good old read.
Yeah, double page spread on Elysium, which is a very cool card game. If you like Greek gods.
There's just everything in there so evocative. It's like, oh, I want to do the one in the Old West. Oh, I want to do that one in the Haunted Hotel. And oh, I want to do that one in that cafe. Oh, I want to do them all.
Yeah, indeed.
And maybe you should. But there we go. I think that's it for that.
Yeah, and yeah, I've not really looked into this Frostgrave
Says
too
yeah,
much,
it means no.
but it does look quite cool.
It does look cool, doesn't it? It looks like you want to get models and buy them and paint them.
No. Not enough time in the world.
No.
Quit our jobs.
You could probably like proxy it with other stuff, though, I think.
Sliding scale.
Yeah.
And on that bombshell, don't forget to...
Has there been an eagle wing in this episode for the entire thing?
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed that. Bonus eagle content.
Oh.
A Warhammer eagle there. Caw, caw.
So this one.
There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. That was the Easter egg. The eagle egg.
The eagle egg. On that note,
On that note.
we've changed this sign up, haven't we?
Yeah, don't forget to come on, like, share and subscribe.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.
Pledge to Jamie on Patreon.
Support your hobby.
And happy strategy, Bell Gamer.
Smash that.